I want to get this out of the way. Just make it completely clear that if you're in the market for a new laptop and you're somewhat of a power user, I think the best bang for your buck is the M4 Max base model. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I would advocate for a base model if one is a pro user, but in the end of the day, it's a laptop. It's not a desktop. It does have some desktop performance. It's close, but it's still lacking in areas that a desktop would completely surpass it. And of course it would. It's not a portable machine, but this is a powerhouse. But there seems to be a limit that we're approaching, and approaching fast. Do I really need to purchase so many cores, so much storage, when even the base model is better than last year's Pro model? And the Max model, like the complete shebang, is better than the M2's Ultra model. You know where I'm getting at? Eventually, even within 2 years, 3 years time, the base model would be better than the Ultra model of years past. And that is just how computational powers go. We don't, and I don't think that we're gonna get to a degree to where it's necessary that we edit 8K, 12K. What Steve Jobs said about the Retina display being the best display, after the Retina display, it's somewhat unfeasible or unnecessary to have so many pixels crammed in. That's why 4K displays, though they looked cool, they were not exactly necessary. And the pixel density just becomes needless after so many pixels per inch or per centimeter. You're European. But yes, this display is great. It's not perfect. It could be the tandem OLED that I purchased the iPad for. Link is in the description, and I believe that this iPad base model, it's just a monitor, guys. Respect it as a monitor, don't respect it as a computing machine. It can do some, it's not going to do all of it. I mean, not without some quirks. It's like to say the Apple Watch is more than just a watch. It tells time. It sees your heartbeat. But it's not going to replace your phone sometime soon. I mean, maybe in a pinch, but it's not going to happen. And in terms of its battery life, it's been an issue for a lot of Apple devices that have gotten better computationally, but their efficiency is slowly lagging. Not to say that I run high computational things like gaming or whatever, but if you guys are running out of battery and fast, I highly recommend not carrying all three of these, which collectively weigh like 5 pounds, but carrying one of these. This is an Anker charger. It is the 20,000 milliamp model, but I think it's great because it shows you the battery life. Oh, let's get that in focus. Shows you the battery life. It shows you its status. It has 2 ports and one USB type A port, and it completely takes away the necessity for all of these. And these don't even have a built-in battery. Like, it's kind of needless sometimes how Apple keeps going on and on about their green plan or whatever. I have the link in the description down below. In terms of its battery life, I believe that it's sufficient. It's still a MacBook Pro. It has fans to go turbo. So if you want huge battery, I would have gone with the low power mode always, and then never used that power that you purchased this machine for. And sure, you could get like 20 hours on it, but why do that? Like, you purchased one of the higher end Macs, you want that juice, and juice it does have. I believe I can run pretty much any game that I throw at it. And when I say that, I don't mean I could run it at 180 FPS with so many hertz. And I am a Nintendo boy. I've been a Nintendo boy, and since I could emulate any Nintendo game, current or past, it's no issue. I've seen these things pull better numbers. Yes, the fans do kick on if I'm opening up a large language model, and it could still handle the game. It only shut down on me once, which is, I mean, if it didn't shut down, I would have been completely perplexed. But yeah, I was running an Xcode simulation, as well as a large language model, asking it to code something for me because I'm not the best of coder. And it still handled it while playing Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I don't buy into the 60 FPS. I mean, maybe sometimes, but 30 FPS just does it for me. I'm not exactly looking to no scope somebody online right now. In terms of video editing, I edited this video, and I don't think it's going to be that long of a video. These are just the cold hard facts. I could give you guys the numbers and whatnot, but what video has not done that already like 6 times over and reposted it and over? But this is just my 2 weeks of having this machine for my purposes, which largely are in the hobbyist side. I am not a professional that requires so much computation. I just really like playing chess on the computer, and that's all that I play. Are you hearing me, Nintendo? Are you gonna sue me now? I think the majority of even the power users are gonna be fine with the base M4 Max model. And yes, the extra 8 cores are great, but in the grand scheme of things, it makes like a 20 FPS difference, like maybe 16% of metal scores. But I think 180 or 60,000 that this one scores is completely fine for all of my works. I mean, everything, including upscaling, AI generation, and large language model computation. I don't know how to say this, but maybe if you do have the money, but it's don't go full FOMO on it unless it's completely that computer, because next year they're gonna unveil Wi-Fi 7. Next year everything's gonna get Thunderbolt 5, and hopefully they get that tandem display on. But if they take away my SD card, man, that's gonna be a very sad day for this studio. I hope this video served you guys well. That's just my honest opinion.